is your homework. Did you correct your spelling?
Yes, Mum, it's right here.
Good. Albert, let's go. Move it. We're going to be late for school. Molly, have you brushed your teeth?
Yes, Mum, and I ate my cereal, and I fed the dog, and I made my bed.
Good. Okay, that's it, Albert. I'm coming up there to get you this minute.
Okay, let's go already.
Ha ha ha!
Albert, what's wrong with your hair?
I know he's trying to impress Angela from school. She likes him. Mwah, mwah, mwah.
Molly, that's enough. Go to the car and wait there. Albert, what happened to you? What did you do to your hair?
I dyed it green.
Well, that's pretty obvious. But why?
Well, Jimmy told me if I wanted good luck, I had to carry a 4-leaf clover like this one and dye my hair green. I was playing around. I thought the green would wash out.
But it won't.
Well then, I guess you'll have to go to school with green hair.
Mum, please no.
Albert, you don't need luck anyway.
Mum, everyone needs good luck. And it's just to make sure I found this 4-leaf clover and dye my hair green. So now I'll have good luck anywhere I go.
You don't need luck. You have Jesus. You don't need good luck charms.
What? Really? How else will I pass my history today at school?
I believe that would be by doing your homework and listening in class. Albert, when you gave your life to Jesus and asked him to live in your heart, he promised to watch over you. In Romans 8, verse 28, it says, all things work together for the good of those who love God according to his purpose.
I guess, but what if something bad happens?
We don't always understand why some things happen, Albert, but that's where we have faith and trust Jesus.
So Jesus is better than a 4-leaf clover
Yep.
and green hair?
Yes, of course.
Well, that's cool. I can't wait to get to school and tell Jimmy about Jesus. He spent ages yesterday searching for a 4-leaf clover, and all he got was poison ivy and a yucky worm. He'll be glad to hear that with Jesus we don't need lucky charms.
Well then, come on, let's go. Oh, and Albert, we need to do something about that hair.
We can remember that we don't need luck when we have Jesus. He is always watching out for us and working all things for the good of his people. Thank you.
Mr. Fox tries to lure farm animals out of the pen. The shepherd interferes to protect the farm animals. We should keep our eyes on Jesus, our good shepherd. This play is from John chapter 10, verse 1 to 18. Our story begins with Gary the goat and Lambert the lamb chewing on grass. After a moment,
Great grass, huh? Yeah, but I'm kind of tired of being penned up.
yeah, I guess you're right. A change of scenery would be nice.
Did I hear someone say they wanted a change of scenery?
Yeah, but, who are you?
Name's Mr. Fox, and I know a great spot up in the mountains. Big meadow, green grass.
It does sound nice.
Alrighty then, follow me, let's go.
Hold it right there. Gary, Lambert, what's going on here? Our friend Mr. Fox here was going to show us a meadow up in the mountains. Was he now?
Well, we were tired of being penned up.
I see. What makes you think Mr. Fox is your friend? But he said he was? Tell me, Fox get in the pen? Well, I don't know. Think about it, guys. Would a friend enter the pen any other way than coming through the gate? And wouldn't a friend call you by name?
Guys, buddies, what difference does it make?
Because a friend wouldn't be sneaky. Why don't you ask your new friend what he planned to do with you once he had you up in the mountains?
What did you have in mind exactly, Mr. Fox?
I was gonna take you up to the mountain for a bite to eat.
That's true enough, except Mr. Fox here was going to be the one doing all the biting.
What? You were going to eat us?
So what if I was?
You've outstayed your welcome. I think it's time for you to leave, Mr. Fox.
Fine, but there'll be another time.
Guys, I am a true friend. You're in a pen for protection to keep enemies just like Mr. Fox away from you.
We're sorry. The meadow was just so tempting.
Just remember, friends enter by the gate and know you by name, just like our Father in heaven, Jesus. Like him, I am here to protect you and take care of you. You shouldn't follow anyone else. I would lay down my life to keep you safe.
You would?
Absolutely.
Great grass, huh?
Yeah, and it's a great pen too.
And it's good to know a shepherd is watching out for us.
You said it.
The shepherd is just like Jesus in our lives. He protects us from the enemy who tries to convince us that his way is better. We need to remember to always trust in Jesus, our protector.
So Emily's poem is an alliteration poem.
Pig the pug's puppy pecked and picked and purple polka dotted till Pup the platypus's pickled plum flopped down on Pig. Pig the pug gulped that fell down. Poor Pig turned purple polka dotted.
I'm going to read my haiku poem, and haiku is about nature, and in the first sentence it's 5 syllables, then 7, then 5. My topic is in space. Shining down on us, amazing colourful lights, mysterious night.
I'm going to read my alliteration poem. Kangaroos are karate, chopping kookaburra while kicking koala. They went to Uluru and then went to the llama drama.
I'm going to read my haiku poem, and it's about the beach and sea. Crunchy sand is nice, waves crashing in the ocean, seagulls steal your chips.